Okay, so this is a short video that will explain our um, final project for HCI, Human Computer Interaction. And um, what Sir requires us to do is to make an application. And then our application is a task tracker. So more siya to-do list with a schedule function. Our app is named Work Together, and it's an online collaboration tool. So murag ni siya, this is dili pa ni final design, actually kanang PowerPoint presentation ra ni siya, which is like mura siya rough draft or mock up what as to what our app would look like. um let's go back. A task tracker, task app. So mura siya like to-do list, and then muna ang iyang, cause sa atong rationality and system review, muna ang atong gi-suggest ni sir. So, ang features na to: manage productivity, synchronize team task, track of team schedule, keep track of the progress of the tasks. So that's what our app does. Yeah, it's a web application, meaning that it's once you access the web browser and access the website. So, let's say this is the landing page. So, type in na si user na www.worktogether.com. Muna ilang makita ang landing page. There's only two things. Magbutang pa kog like about, pero later na. Anyway, there's only two things to do, which is log in or sign up. So, let's pretend we click the sign up. So this is the feature assigned to Christian. And then this is what it looks like if they click the sign up button. So na siya first name, last name, whatever. Niya, mo click sila submit. And always take note of the error that the user might accidentally make. So what if nasayop sila email address? What if nasayop sila og silang name? So let's see. Let's do a good example here. Let's visit Skillshare.com. And then, yeah, murag pre-read jud og format sa ato. So, let's see what happens if we sign in. Mo click ta. So, we don't need to add this part, ang kaning, kay we want our like application to be very simple. So, kinsa tong assigned sa sign in, si log in, log out, si kuan man siguro, si James. So, James, you don't need to make this part. Okay, that's like too much na. What you just need is like the email and password part, and then sign in, and then muna jud ang forgot password. Muna jud ang pinaka-important. We don't need to like add other widgets. Okay, let's try to make our project as simple as possible para pas ra mahimo niya, dali ra mahuman, and then so we can work on our other requirements for our other subjects. Sige, so let's see. It's asking for an email address and passwords. What happens if I click sign in? So you can see responsive ang ilang web application because it's prompting the user na required na siya. And that is what I encourage you to do, sad guys, na you also ask questions na what if masayop ang user? What happens? Unsang requirement ako ibuhat? Na message ba mo display? And then I wrote here for you guys a guide directing the functionality and requirements. So what Sir is requiring for us to do is we need to write the requirements in Word form. So ang kaning mga features, I'm gonna display it to you, and then kamulay bahala how you're gonna write it in Word form. So you can see here na a login form is displayed when the website is accessed. So for us, instead of a login form, mura siya pop up. So you can say login modal or sign up modal. Sige, let's continue. Let's continue sa kuan. We also have a graph here. So nata diri na part. So ang parts of our web application, ang name sa tong app, Work Together. Ang parts kay ang landing page, which is what I'm showing you right now. Ang kani, that's the landing page. Dashboard, ako mohimo. Project page, si Christian. Tasks page, ako. Schedule, si James. Group members, si James. My account, si David. Notifications, ako or si David. And then, muna siya. You can use this graph as a guide. So everything under this column kay application layer, presentation layer is only what the user sees. So the user cannot access the application or database layer. So atong application, it's 3-tier, and the reason why it's 3-tier, it offers like better control of the data. Kay, for example, what if mag 2-tier application ka? What if nasayop si user niya, na delete niya ang database? So with a 3-tier application, that would be handled by the application layer. So, si application layer mo communicate siya with the database, and then mo communicate siya with the presentation layer. So there's like more security. Anyway, we're here sa landing page, and then what happens when we click sign up? So you can just use this for a guide. Kanang you can say mo insert sa database, mo get data from the database or something like that. So, sige, from current slide. Okay, let's say sign up. Sign up. And then mo gawas here. Ang kanang what's required is ang first name, last name, username, email address ug password ra. Pero it's up to you. Kinsa naghimo sa sign up si Felix. It's up to you, Felix, kung unsa imong i-require sa user na data. Kay the reason nganong butang tag school organization na data here is because we're gonna have like a search feature sa atong app. And then if nani ang data, like ang school or organization they belong to, it would be easier to search for the user. So for for example, what if I'm a San Carlos student and then I want to search for my classmates who are also San Carlos students. Let's imagine we have like mga 1,000 users of our application. So it would be very messy na if they just use the name lang. Kay a lot of people have the same names. Naidaghan Juan de la Cruz. So lisod sa search. So to make the search easier, they could either search for their friend via the username or school organization. So it's up to you kung unsa yung required data. Pero ang required data jud for signing up is email address and a password. Mura jud. The other data is like extra na and it's up to you kung unsa imong i-include. So what happens if mo submit and then mo network error way internet? So we also have to take into account kana, and then actually na example si sir about that. Sige, here. Oh, here, internet connection not available, network error. So okay, Rajud, you take this and then you copy it and then you paste it in your table. Okay, it's more or less the same. I-change lang ang kuan. I-change lang na if user clicks submit button or login button and internet connection is not available, marag i-change lang gamay-gamay, pero marag okay Rajud na copy-paste mo like tasks from sir's system requirements. And then I'm also gonna send you guys mine so that you can also, if namoy makita na functionality na you like, pwede sa ninyo i-copy, i-change lang ang wording para mo match siya inyong functionality. So for example, nakoy functionality, add tasks. So you can look at like, okay, unsay tasks or whatever. So pwede rin mo copy paste. Anyway, balik ta. So here sa sign up, and then if you see here, slideshow from current slide. If you see here, nasa siya feature na what if nasayop og click ang user, they meant to click login but they accidentally click sign up. Okay rajud kay nailiwi ang atong application, which means they could just click already a member, sign in. So muna. Yeah, maabot sila sa login page. The same is for the reverse. If they're not yet a member, they can sign up. Yeah, nadira sa modal page. So si James, he's working on the login functionality. So mura jud ang imong itiman-an ang username, password, sign in. What happens if sayop ang ilang username or password? What happens if nakalimot silang username or password? So let's do the scenario if nakalimot sila sa username or password. So they click forgot password. And then instead of like katong modal page, mo redirect sila og laing page na secure. And then pwede sila ka-enter sa email address they used to sign up, and then masend da yun. And then they could like recover their account. So natay account recovery sad for our application. So let's imagine na nilog in na si user or naghimo bag-o ni na account. So this is what it looks like if you have a new account and you just signed in. So wala pa may projects na added sa user. So you also need to think of like what it looks like if blanco ang page, what it looks like if puno ang page, or what it looks like if isara ka item sa page. So you can see muna ang dashboard, which is what I will work on. It contains the overview of everything that the user needs to know about their project. So makita sila sa project, makita sila silang tasks and silang deadlines. So that's why there's a schedule feature. Kaya once they add like a project or deadline, mo automatically show na sa kuan sa ilang schedule. So the user didn't need to do anything for that to appear. They just needed to add the task or project, and then ang atong application with our application logic mo automatically display the task's deadline or asa siya sa calendar. So let's move on. As I mentioned, natay bagong kuan notifications. Yeah, I'll explain why notifications is necessary. Kay when you're working on a project, you need to know which tasks are like completed or if what changes your group mates have made. So this will give like the overall running summary. Yeah, I'm the one who's gonna make this functionality. So let's go to projects. So si Felix ang mo work on ni. And then this is what it looks like if blank siya. So in your functionality, pwede rigid ka write na projects. If the user does not have any projects, then a message will appear saying you do not have a project, add project. So muna urgent. They can add a project via a button or a link. So it's up to you, Felix, if ganan ka ang duha kung button or link or button ra. I'll give you guys freedom to design the functionality of our system, design the things that imong na-assigned to. So for Felix, it's the My Project. But I'm just giving you the overall flow of the application. Let's see here. So nanata diri sa project page. So for Felix, if you see na yung mga recurring stuff, ang kaning task form, you don't need to design this kay that's a task that's like under My Project. And if you see here sa dashboard, nasad ko yung project here. So for me, I don't need to design this project form kay si Christian, he's already the one who's working on the functionality for that. Ang reason nga nung reoccurring siya kay this graph, ang atong architecture design is ang overall flow sa atong application. So what happens when we click on a task? What happens to the data? Where does it go? If mo kuha ang data from the database, if mo validate unsang logic sa atong application, and so on and so forth. So you guys can use this as a reference. Feel free to like kanang you don't necessarily need to follow jud. Pwede jud mo mag-edit on your own kung what you think would be best for the functionality of our application. Kay what Sir is testing us is the human-computer interaction. So we need to make an application that thinks of with a design that focuses more on the user, so user-friendly siya. For the wireframe and the prototyping, that would be made by me and David. And kanang kuan, ang duha ra jud ka design ang atong buhaton kay is the system design, which is what I'm assigning you guys. So mag-design mo og features sa atong system. And then ang katong graphical user interface design, that would be kami ni David. So we're gonna work on that side. And then okay. So actually ang kani, this is not like the final this is just a really rough prototype. What we're gonna use for our actual prototype is Adobe XD. And what it means is, kay here, na siya actual sizes. So, butang na siya phone size, web browser, and then maka-select ra ka. And what's good about this is you can actually kanang link to, so for example, link to kuan together. Here, for example, magbutang kag button, and then imong i-play more animation. So, what happens if maklik? So, mura jud prototype na mura na ka nag-access sa website, except you don't have to code. Kay Sir doesn't require us to write code for our system. He only requires the design for our system, which is the system design, and also the user interface design. So, balik ta sa explanation of the different functionalities of the project. So, let's pretend I'm gonna add a project. So, mag-pop up din ni ang kaning project form model. So, it's up to Christian kung how you want it to be designed. You don't need to describe the design. You just need to describe the objects that is used. So, again, you can use the guide. Guide writing. So, what does this feature do for the user? So, if you click ni mag add project, it adds a project. How does it add a project is what we're gonna write. And then, what data does it need? Naradiri, ang data. You could also refer to the graph, project form, project name, project details. So, muni, kani, project form. And then, muna, current slide, resume slideshow. Okay, so let's say, nibutang na sila data. Okay, I want to add a project which is a history paper. Mag-add kong members. So here sa add more tasks, Christian, you don't need to write the functionality. Ang imong i-write jud ang functionality sa kay ang submit button. So what happens if mo submit? You see na ni update na ang user interface. So they can see there's a project. They can see the group members. And then aside from that, na notification mo appear. So if you see na red notification, and then I'm the one who's gonna write this part, so butang og new project added, and then nasa voting system ang atong kuan. And the reason nga nung voting system, actually optional na ang vote leader, pero mas efficient ang project if there's a project leader. Pero they don't necessarily need to add a project leader in order to complete the project. So ang kaning vote leader, that's optional lang jud. Optional. Pero what happens if they assign a leader? So let's see. So let's say na we all voted Saul to be the group leader. So Saul has authentication to delete, remove, and modify anything. And for ang task system na to, if there's a person assigned to a task kay another person can't change the task. So let's say na the group members agreed na na ang draft will be made by Jake. So nasuya si Walter Wright nga kay ganan siya siya mo make sa draft. So what if ganan siya mo sabotage ni Jake? So iyang i-delete unta. So if iyang i-click ang delete function sa tasks diri sa task functionality, kay mukuan day na siya murag dili mo like na layer of security that our apps provide to our user para to ensure na dili na mahitabo kay the task isn't assigned to Walter, it's like assigned to Jake, so dili siya maka-edit. So that's another reason nga nung group leader is because ang iyang authentication level is na pwede siya maka-edit og anything, pwede siya ka-remove og anything, pwede siya ka-delete anything. So if na task assigned ni Jake, kay pwede niya ma-edit. And pwede niya ma-assign to another member. But if you're the one who's not like assigned to a task, then you can't like edit it or delete it. Pero maka-send kag request to edit or delete. Okay, so I hope klaro na ang other functionality. Again, optional rigid na ang adding a leader. So what if mo add kag second project? So you can see na tab system here. And then the user can like switch between the two tabs. If you see here sa other project, optional sad ang group members actually. Kay what if ganahan ka mo make og solo project? So you can also do that. Pero if na kay group members, then pwede ninyo ma-assignan og tasks kada group member. Pero if ikaw ra ang mo work on the project, kay pwede ra sad. So you see that the user added like another project, and then they could switch tabs. So Christian, kanang it's up to you kung unsa niyo ni pag-display. So what happens if like na siya 100 tabs? Are you gonna display like 100 tabs, or are you gonna have like an arrow to the left or arrow to the right? So kanang it's up to you. Yeah. Also, if you want to have like a search functionality, or unsa ba kay like with mine sa akong dashboard, let's go back. Na siya search functionality. And the reason na search functionality sa dashboard, let's imagine a user, and then na siya like mga 10 projects. So how do we make it easier for the user's life to like find the project that they want to work on? So na siya search functionality. Same sad, pwede sad nila maka-search og task sad. Okay, so na-explain na ang project functionality. Kaning all tasks, this is what I'm gonna work on. And see, James, you're the one assigned sa schedule. So what happens during sa schedule functionality? So as I mentioned before, more task tracking in the schedule. So you also have to display like what it kanang think of like wording, what it looks like if blanco. Kay kani this already has like tasks. So what if the user wants to add like a class? So let's add a class. So a class is a recurring event. So what if mo clicks like recurring? So mo expand ni siya. If ilang not click ang recurring mo, close na siya. So mo expand. So you can write it in the features, and then pwede lang butang og start and the end date, and then kano sa ang kuan. So mo add siya math in the modern world, and that's Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So what happens if mo submit? So mo update ilang schedule. And then I'll explain why we have this functionality in a bit. Pero the users can also add like a single event. So it doesn't need to be recurring. So they don't need to click on the recurring, they just need to click on the thing. So mo appear. And the reason why is because here sa tab sa group mates, you can actually see the schedule of your group mates. So not only can you keep track of your schedule and tasks, kay mo appear man dyan na diri sa tasks ang schedule and also ang project deadline. So if makakuha kag overview of what you need to do for the week, kay that would help you manage your project. So here's the group mates. You can see here the schedule of your group mates. So if you're associated with a project and a group mates, it would become convenient for the user because they would know which of their group mates are busy or who to assign tasks to. Yan, nasa sorting feature. So they can like, let's imagine na natay user and then they have like multiple projects, and then there's like different people na siya different group members, group mates kada project. So a good example would be like, for example, sa mathematics in the modern world, natay lahi na group mates na dili ka block nato. Sa Prog 1, natay lahi nasa na group mates for a different project. So it's up to you, James, kung unsaon nimo, like if na sorting feature, if na filter. So if mo click lag filter and mo display ra sa members for a certain kind of project. So if like ganan sila mo kita og okay, kinsa man akong ka groupmate sa kanina project, so pwede ra sad. And then what happens if a user didn't upload their schedule? So pwede ra sad ka request og schedule. And then this is the most simple na functionality sa atong app. When they click request schedule, kay mo pop up rigid groupmate notified to send a schedule. Yeah, okay. So ma-notified ra sila. And then mugawas na sa notification system, which is makatch na ko. So when you're writing the functionality, James, you just write here na upon clicking the request schedule, a pop-up will appear with a message that saying groupmate notified to send a schedule, and then and it will send it to the database. So muna ra dyan ang functionality that you will write. So yeah, let's do a recap. So here, for the assignments, si James log in, log out, si Felix kay sign up, project tracking sa si Felix niya, ang goal tracking ako, schedule tracking si James, ang member view, ako gi-change ang name kay it's like confusing if i-name na to member view, mas mo make sense if i-name na to group mates. So muna group mates, member view, and then dashboard ako, and then ang my account is also ako, and then I wait si David sa my account, and then ang notifications either me or David. And then ang last thing is nasa deletion function sa ato. Pero I want to illustrate na what happens if the user accidentally deletes a project. Actually, wala ko nakabutang og trash bin functionality sa atong graph here, pero I'll add it in later. But you guys don't need to worry about that, kay that would be like a last minute thing we'll just put in. Kay what we need to focus in now is the main functionality of our app, which is the landing page, the dashboard, the project page, the tasks, the my schedule, and the group members. So mura jud ang pinaka-important feature sa atong app. Kay that's the features that we highlighted sa atong rationale sa end system review. Manage productivity, synchronize team tasks, keep track of team schedule, keep track of the progress of tasks. So mura jud. And then ang katong other features, it would make the user interface much more polished. Kay what if, sige, let's say here sa ako, let's close everything. What if naka-accidentally delete ko og important document, like here, computer, books, and slides. And then naka-delete sad ko og unsa pa diri. Naka-delete ko og kani. And then I'd be like, hala, kailangan man din ako ang katong other thing. So, pwede pa na ako actually ma-restore here. Restore. And then for the rest, pwede ko, okay, maka-decide ko, I really want to permanently delete the other items. So, here, sa atong app, currently we don't have that feature. Once ma-delete ang something, it would be deleted forever. Pero like, it's up to you guys if you want to add that feature to make it more user-friendly. Pero as of now, like, no one's assigned to that task. And then, wala pa sad siya sa atong architecture design. Kaya ang atong gi-focus on right now, kaya ang main functionality dyan sa atong app. So, mura dyan ang mahitabo. If mo click select delete, na prompt mo gawas na, are you sure? And then yes or no. And then if yes, mo send a request sa database para mo delete. So, mura dyan. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to message lang. I'm also going to send this PowerPoint slide so that you guys can also review. So you can see. Once again, prototype lang jud ni siya. Ay, delete ni ang actual prototype that we're gonna email to sir. Okay, we're gonna use another software, which is like what David is gonna help me with. This is just like rough draft lang jud siya. So you guys can visualize what the app looks like niya. You can visualize na unsa jud ang gamit sa atong application. Sige, so thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, message lang our group chat. Sige, thank you.